if I have to keep taking amphetamine tablet after amphetamine tablet after amphetamine tablet after amphetamine tablet until I get it done, even if it takes 2 days until my mum returns with my iPhone, that's fine. I'll do that. When I uploaded those videos, they meant to upload on private, and yet they didn't. They uploaded on public. They weren't supposed to upload on public. They weren't for people to see. They were for YouTube to see. So can you stop doing that? Because it said the clock was still ticking, and it's saying, "Oh, streams ended." You know, your Wi-Fi is right here, excellent signal, but stream still ended. Okay, I've come on to finish my fucking life. Okay, that's it. You're just showing how pathetic Android phones are, and how Apple phones are far superior. Because an Apple phone can't be hacked as easily. You're literally, that's all you're showing. That's all you're showing. And there we go. I'm recording perfectly. This pedal is built for that. You know what I mean? You've done so much damage tonight. So much damage. You get the girl that comes on and she just says, she just plays a video and says, "Oh, I like that one. See you at the next one. Like and subscribe." And that's it. And then they do the exact same thing with another very popular video, a video that she would never have listened to in her life otherwise. And they'll do video after video after video after video after video, and and they're allowed to. I'm a guitarist, and I wanted to just show 20 seconds of Pete Townsend playing guitar. You know, this is why I don't read the comments if they even show. I should sign in. I should sign in on here because even Google knows you won't be able to do your corrupt shit on here. Those videos I uploaded showing that you've twice tried to make me update my system. One because it's 0 days overdue. 0 days? When you asked me an hour ago, and now you're asking me again, and I have to keep going on EX Manager, File Manager, and deleting, you're uninstalling your corrupt Google Play and Google Play Store, Google Media Services, Google Play Store updates. And I have to delete them and uninstall them and go back to the factory versions, and then it works again, and then you'll do it again. It's just pathetic. Everyone can see I'm getting hacked. It's not a fucking mystery, man. Anyway, oh, I gotta cut my fucking finger. But it's fine. This is good. A good time to try with just 2 fingers instead of 2 fingers and one thumb. I cannot wait to get moved away from Cardiff. Oh my god. I cannot wait to get moved away from hell. Where you get the thing I'm gonna do, aside sorting out my, because you seem to have a good grasp on this phone, but you don't seem to have a good grasp on my other graphene phone. Why is that? Why is that? This one's got some. Do you know what I mean? I come on. I don't. I do it because nobody invites me out. No, the people Sally Dixon and Christy Sullivan go out with, raising a glass to, they don't invite me out. Darren, who said he'd be my friend, he stopped being my friend the second I wasn't on his caseload anymore. And he lied to me when he said he had my best interest. But well, he came across that he had my best interests at heart, and he didn't have my best interests at heart. So, because he handed me a piece of paper, knowing that it wasn't real. That's what the video down below is. And the amount of DNS requests that you're sending to me with like infinite data and all these ones that are getting because I don't have the no Google block list on, but the ones you're sending me, they're all getting blocked. Why are you sending me these corrupt tracking, things like that? Why are you sending me them now when I'm trying to do it? I'm a creator trying to do a live. I don't read the comments, so don't there's no point. There's no point writing comments because I don't read the comments. I've just had my methadone, and luckily it takes 2 hours to kick in. So I'm about 30 minutes in. And like I said, I took my ADD med, my 15 milligrams of amphetamine, at 2 o'clock in the morning. Still the right day. Technically, I've had my dose on the right day, so not an issue. Do you know what I mean? And that was one topic I didn't want to bring up. I didn't want to bring up drugs. Well, not drugs, medications. I didn't want to bring up police or anything like that. I actually wanted to get away from that. That's why on my post, my last community post, I wrote that I want to clean up my channel because I don't want Stephen Futrick and Elevation Church or anyone from there coming on here and seeing me just upset that I'm being hacked and I'm being terrorized in my own home. Do you know what I mean? And I'm having trolls who would never, who hide on anonymous, who are best friends of a paedophile, a child rapist, Bashir Javid from Newport, and 2 would never come to my front door to say the things that they say. They wouldn't come to my front door, and it's like I can upload this and I can then remove the chat from it, so they're just wasting their time. So carry on, or come up 101 more head close. Come up, let's go. You won't come up. That's what makes it so pathetic and cowardly, is that anybody, I can sit here and I can call Dwayne Johnson, or you're a dickhead, mate, knowing he could crush my skull with one hand, and yet I could happily sit here on an anonymous. Oh, that's what I was meant to do, because I've got to sign into YouTube, because it's got, now we've got to sign in. Before we didn't have to sign in. Before we had, it said just go on guest mode, and so I googled that because it was saying I was a robot on not one phone, not 2 phones, not 3 phones, but 4 phones. On 4 phones, it was saying I was a robot, and four different MiFis, so 4 different IP addresses, with VPNs, and 4 different VPNs and Tor. Every single one telling me I'm a robot. And then when it finally sometimes it would play, and it would play the first 10 seconds, and then it would go from Duck Player, and then it would go, oh, we think you're a robot, and it would say turn your VPN off. Why? You've got guest mode. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I can't comment, and I can't and I can't like. So I can watch, but I can't comment or like. To do that, you need to sign in. So just I can understand it. One of them saying I'm a robot, but not that many saying I'm a robot. These ones are the best ones. And I shouldn't be doing this, but I'm having one. because that's going to really knock me. Because I've already had 2 today. It's meant to be 2 a day, because that's the maximum dosage a doctor would give you is 2 a day. In fact, aren't 300 twice a day? I don't know. Or is it 300 once a day? It's one of the two. I had 600 yesterday. This is 300 now. And it's amazing. And I just thank God. I thank God for fucking medication, strong medication, like ADD meds, Dexedrine, my new improved 15 milligram dose, my 120 milligrams methadone. Yeah, I'm going to show junkie pride now. Yeah, I own my own home. Do you know what it was on this morning? Yeah, this morning, they were saying that most people think, most people in their 30s, wow, that amphetamines kicked in hard. Geez. See, I've got aspirin made up in here. Just because I take aspirin, but it tastes disgusting, that Alka-Seltzer. It's aspirin. It's 375 milligrams. But it's just like this is my Friday night, same as my last week's Friday night, and the same as my last week's Friday night, the same as my last week's Friday and Saturday, and it's the same every night. Just me alone in here, in the flat that I own. But yeah, that's the thing. It's there's and because South Wales Police won't release my depositions, release them, put them in the paper. Somebody else said they agreed with that. They wanted to see them. And I was like, thank you. I also want to see them. So now that's me and somebody else asking South Wales Police, can you please release my criminal record, which is only confidential to me. You know? But why won't you do it? Why won't you do it? What are you hiding? Because I'm not hiding anything. Otherwise I wouldn't be asking you to release it. I want it released so I can put it on here. And I wanted to record myself going into the police station and collecting it and putting it on here, so that nobody could say, "Oh, you've changed that or whatever." So I was going to record myself going in and saying, "Hi, yeah, Ross Hodger here to collect my depositions," and she would then go and get them, and then 2 pieces of paper, and then give them to me, and then I would have just literally shown with my phone. Here we go. Nothing at all. No, I'm no Bashir Javid. I'm no child rapist. Twice, 2 times child rapist. Just a fact. It was in the newspaper, and a lot of people like to stick up for him. Why? He just because is that how much you disrespect 13-year-old white girls from Care? Because they're the target. It's always the girls from Care, the young girls from Care who have nobody, the homeless girls. That's who they target, and that's why they're now doing an inquest into Pakistani Muslim men, specifically Pakistani Muslim men. So I have nothing to hide. That's why I keep asking them. But anyway, fuck it. I don't care about that. But I just think if it wasn't for medication, do you know what I mean? And I'm now moving away and then selling this place. It's like I sent my ex-girlfriend, a toxic ex. I sent her the picture of this flat with it saying £120,000, perfect for a first-time buyer. I sent her that, and it had the address on it and everything. What a muppet I am, like, do you know what I mean? Because she was pretending to be someone else. She was pretending to be someone that helps with post-traumatic stress disorder. This girl that helps soldiers in like, do you know what I mean? That's what she said, and she'd copied this woman's Caitlin Pierre. She'd copied her profile literally just taking the photos. She spends time doing it. Like, she puts a lot of effort into it. And then she copied another girlfriend of mine. She copied her profile, and actually, how creepy is that? Like, wow, like creepy as fuck. I'm gonna continue doing my channel, and if I have to get go back on my that's the reason I gave my mum my iPhone. That's the reason I gave it to her, because that's the main phone. Like, oh, it's not the main phone actually, because there's two main phones, and then I'm also signed in on my laptop. So if I've not got those, and my one, and then obviously my two-factor, do you know what I mean? So at least YouTube. It's not YouTube. It's not YouTube that's corrupt. It's not YouTube that's corrupt. I think YouTube's following the law. But it's the other people who aren't following the law and didn't follow the law. And that's why everyone's in this mess now. So, but I'm just looking forward to getting moved well away from Cardiff. And the woman who said to my mum, can you that's the thing that really gets to me, is knowing that every single girl, yeah, if they got to know me, they would actually go, wow, he's the nicest guy in the whole world. That's what they would say. He's the nicest guy in the entire world. And just exactly like my ex said, exactly like she said herself, calling me her wonderful TB, which you can see actually a few posts down. If you go to the end of the posts about the Apple phone, you can see she says my TB. TB stood for tall bear, because I called her Nunu Bear. And all this started because of her. I was peacefully getting on with my Instagram. Anyway, at least I'm feeling better now. I'm gonna change this though. I'm not having chorus. I'm gonna have bass. That's with it on full distortion. See, I didn't know that. I didn't realize that. If I'd known that was it with it on full distortion, and it's on full high as well. It's not meant to be. See, this is all I came on here to do, is just to do a live, just to do a music live. You know what I mean? Like the trolls, they don't fucking bother me at all. Just the same as they don't bother all the other creators. You know what I mean? You've got to have tough skin. Do you know what happened? You know what happened with Prince? Yeah, Prince Rogers Nelson died of fentanyl overdose, the same as Tom Petty, my hero, my humanity, good human being hero. Actually, he's actually probably like my Jesus, my own personal Jesus, yeah? It would be Tom Petty, just because he was a good human being. He had good morals. He looked out for his ex-wife even when he'd left her. He cared. He was just a nice guy. Just a good human being. He loved just playing ukulele, like not even guitar. He did play guitar, and in the Traveling Wilburys. Sorry, it's hitting me hard now. See, that was the tablet I took, the 300. That's what's hitting me hard. Things taking me in all different directions, and it feels amazing. So I'm feeling really great. And nicotine with it is the best thing ever. And this is 20 milligrams per mil. I mean, in prison it was 18 milligram per mil. So that extra, and you wouldn't think that extra 2 milligram per mil does a lot, but it really does. You know what I mean? Because it gives that. That's why you do it, don't you? You do it for the head rush. And I bought two Nescafe Kit Kat, Kit Kat Nescafe Kit Kat latte, and it comes in this little jar, not jar, and then I bought a thing of Galaxy drinking chocolate, because I'll put a spoon of drinking chocolate in. But then I also bought the Nescafe Mocha, which is the hardest one to find. You can find the vanilla, you can find the caramel, you can never find the mocha ones, and they're the best ones. I swear, I think that doctor saved my life by prescribing me my ADD meds again, which I hadn't had since I was 15. I gave it up myself at 15. I gave it up. I went up to 72 milligrams, and I was like, whoa, no, I can't. I'm not. Methylphenidate, aka Ritalin, is a lot stronger than just your normal amphetamine. This is because obviously this converts into dextroamphetamine, a low dose, but I'm on now a high dose of a higher dose, and I'm on an even higher dose right now because I've taken it early. I've taken it at 2 o'clock in the morning instead of I would have taken it at 10 o'clock. But that was just because it makes you feel, it raises your mood. It just improves your outlook. And I needed that, especially after screaming at that guy, which I'm praying he sees my live and he realizes, brother, I made a mistake. I apologize. I'm struggling with my mental health because of hackers. And I'm currently in the process. I've already bought a new home. I'm moving away to the new home and then selling this place. So I hope at the Wisdom team at least get that message to the guy that you can see who is in the white car just at the same time as that. He lives here apparently. He said he lives here, and he was waiting on his missus, who funny enough looked just like that smoking hot black woman in the Timu advert, which I've seen twice now, and I even posted it and asked, what are you trying to sell? I screenshot it because she's so hot. Like, I mean, like, look what she's wearing. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's like, talk about clickbait. Wow, talk about clickbait. So I get people who have everything in life coming on here, and they've never met me, and they'll say some comment which instantly gets redacted, meaning I don't even know what it said, and all I know is that it won't have been something good. And you think, what have I done to deserve that? What have I done to deserve that? I don't understand what I've done to deserve that. You know what I mean? And when you see that they're the people that actually get defended, you know, by the hacker, by the police, by YouTube, that's what hurts. That's what hurts, because I believe in right and wrong, you know. And I'm like the person I reported for the comment the other day. He's still on here, and yet he's going around asking people if they like bumming. Do you know what I mean? Why is he still on here? Those 3 videos I put up as well, all videos upload on private, and I was only posting them so YouTube could see them, so YouTube could see what, see those 3 things. And yet you posted them, like, you know what I mean? This is a shitty, cheap Blackview phone. It's not my iPhone, and it's not my graphene phone, and it's not my other graphene phone. So I've got this Google phone, I've got this Google phone, and I may even have another phone. And you're not. I see that one seems to be untouchable now. One of them, because it's not getting hacked. There's 2 different things. Yeah, there's 2 different things. There's security and there's privacy. Yeah, so privacy is having a good DNS, so a good domain name server like Quad9. But having it on your router, which, funny enough, this one does have Quad9 as its DNS. So that's privacy, yeah, but that's not security. Network security is WPA2, WPA3. WPA2 was released in 2002. WPA3 was, I think, about 2018 or something. And that's the new upgraded one. It takes a good hacker. It takes them less than a minute to hack WPA2, which is why I don't use WPA2. I would rather network security than privacy. But then if you're using a VPN, you know, or you're at least going the long route about it, and unless you're using Tor, going down and using the Wi-Fi at a coffee shop, because you blend in. Because how are they, if there's 1,000, not 1,000 people, Cardiff Street Wi-Fi, if there's 300 people that's logged onto it, they're gonna have a hard job pointing you out and finding you, because you blend in with the crowd. So yeah, I'm happy now, because I'm getting to finish my live just like I wanted, which was playing guitar. And I even said, that's the bit that annoys me, is that I even said in my post, where I could not believe it. I could not believe Stephen Futrick's team. I thought it was him first that had replied to me. So I was like a little girl. I was like a little girl who just received found out the boy at school likes her. I was like that. Not really like that, but like I was wow, starstruck. That's the word, starstruck. And then I realised, okay, it's not him, it's his team. But to me, that's just the same, because they're people that know him, personally know him, and he. It doesn't matter what the hell you say to me on a anonymous comment. Come up to 101 Moorhead Close and knock my door. That's a different story, because that proves A, you're not a coward, and B, it proves that what you're saying is congruent to how you feel. It proves you're genuine. But none of you do it. It's been 2 years. None of you have done it once. He might, because he was a big guy, yeah, and he was also he's driving like a 30 grand car, yeah. So he if I could see it on his face. And then when I saw his missus walking out, I thought, oh my God, he wasn't lying. But then at the same time, I was being hacked, so it's like, it's not caused by me. you can only hack someone for so long before they start to lose it. You know, and I'm just trying to exist in peace in what's meant to be private property, which also means private from malicious signals which you're sending to my devices. You know, this is my flat. I don't want your malicious signals in here. Your Kali Net Hunter. I can download all the Kali Net Hunter stuff too, from Neo Store. They have all the Kali Net Hunter stuff for your mobile phone. So I can download that all too. I can download Kali Net Hunter and put it on my laptop if I want. Do you know what I mean? Because my laptop's right there. Feel sorry for my neighbors. With my MD200. It's gone onto this kind of weird mode where I can't like change. I don't know. There's obviously a button that you press that changes it back, but there's like 1,000 buttons on here, so I don't know which one it is. So I don't know how to change it back. So that doesn't sound like a slicer to me. Where is it? Where's the slicer? I can't hear it. And yeah, no, that's now down to you, Wisdom Team. That's now down to you, because you know the hacking's been going on. So you need to find out who this guy is and tell him exactly, what the score is. Because otherwise, I reckon it'll be a death. It'll be me or him. Because or it'll be me or him. If he lives here, it'll be me or him. When he had done nothing wrong, and I'm there accusing him of hacking me, when really it's just the guy down here, the same one who comes up at 1:50 a.m. in the morning. Why do I deserve that when I'm just trying to get on with my life in peace? I took the police videos down 3 times. 3 times. I mean, I took them down 100 times before, but I took them down 3 times. In the last 2 months, and every single time, it's just been the same old story. The same old story. It's so fucking boring, man. It's like we'll leave, and my mum noticed it last time as well, which was the first time that she'd really noticed it, because she hadn't before. And we literally just left, and like I said, and like I'd been saying for a long time, the police always just like to drive past, always just like to park right outside where we're at, always like to harass us and stalk us. And what happened? You drove right past us. Within like 5 seconds of us leaving, man. Fucking hell. That's the most you can do to me, to intimidate me, to harass me. You can't get out of the car and push me. You can't punch me. You can't swear at me. You probably can if no one's listening, but you'd have to pick your moment, wouldn't you? So the most you can do is just try to drive past. Just we're here. It's like I'm well aware there's police in Cardiff. Do you know you don't need to do that? And I'm taking the videos down, and then you're doing that, which then makes me think, well, fuck, if they're still doing that when I don't want any of this. You go and live your lives, your perfect lives, your literally perfect lives. Go and live them. Go and live them. Go and live your perfect jobs and your perfect lives away from me. Give me my criminal record. I need that. But otherwise, go and live your perfect lives away from me, and I'll go and live my non-perfect life away from you, which is what I have been doing. I've been doing it right here in the flat that I own. You know, so it's just so strange. It's like you're goading me and trying to intimidate me and and it doesn't do that. It just makes it just spoils this channel, because I keep those videos up for one reason and one reason only. Because there's no point having them backed up on an SD card. What's the point in that? You want them up front, especially when it's not stopping. And will it ever stop? I just want to get on with my life. I just want to get on with my life. Just the same as everybody else. All the people that come on and insult me, all the people that have lied and slandered about me, all the people that have threatened rape against my mum, all the people that have threatened death, and that we're going to be dragged out of our car on Splot Road and into a flat. They're all getting on with their lives perfect. Their phones are their phones. They're not hacked. Nothing's wrong. If they want to post a video by a famous artist, they can do it. No problem. There'll be no copyright. But just me here. Me. I'm just the one to constantly pick on. And I was seriously thinking about harming myself. I have been for a long time, for a very long time. It's just got more serious over the time. Because I'm just bored of being here. Just bored of being here. Bored of sitting in on a Friday night talking to a fucking phone. And worse than that, having it ruined by someone. What had I said on the last post? I'd simply said that I want to clean up my channel a bit, And there was a couple of posts from below that I actually deleted, because I wanted to clean it up, because I didn't want people from like Elevation Church or whoever coming on my page and seeing all that. I want them coming on and just see me as trying to do well with music. As I did do on Instagram before the rape threats, where she said, can't wait to see, she had good luck trying to get on with music on here, cunt. She was right. And that was the only thing she was right on. But she was right on two things, that, and she was right on can't wait to see you on here live when police don't do fuck all. And what did police do? Fuck all. To rape threats. So she was right on two things. And Google, I'm a creator, so why are you sending me these? You've got some the DNS that you're sending me, yeah, the domain names that are coming through. I don't have no Google on, otherwise I wouldn't be on here. So I've got no Google turned off, obviously, because otherwise I wouldn't be able to come on. It blocks all Google services, but it doesn't block the malicious ones. And yet there's three of them in a row. Three of them in a row. One blocked by Hagezi's block list. One blocked by about every single block list there is. And then another one that's blocked by... And I'm like, why are you sending them to a creator? Why? I've got them. I can screenshot it and show you them. Why are you sending those to a creator who's trying to do a live? You know, the same one that you're saying is a robot. You know, and I try and play a video on here and it plays for 10 seconds and then stops. I wanted to come on. I didn't want to talk about medication. I didn't want to talk about police. I just wanted to play guitar. And I was talking about Pete Townsend. And I just wanted to show how, talk about the music of that generation. Oh, there we go. I fixed it, thank God. Okay, I fixed it. That's amazing. There we go, I fixed it. Wicked. Cool. I don't know how I did that, but I'm not going to question it. Doesn't sound too fixed. Hold on. Doesn't sound like anything's changed. That's why, because it wasn't on. I didn't have it turned on, for God's sake. Of course it's not going to work. That's the thing, it works even when it's not on, because it's like you can get it ready for when you want to kick it on. See, that's the Eddie Van Halen phaser. So there's a normal phaser, and then there's the Eddie Van Halen one, which is I don't even know if he's still alive. I don't even know if he's still alive, but Jerry Cantrell from Alice in Chains was like a big fan of his. I'll use the Univibe, which is what Jimi Hendrix used. No, I won't. Let me go back to the slicer. I'll play chorus, so. I was gonna stay on until I got to finish my live, because it's like, nobody has to come on here. It's my camera, it's my phone, it's my flat, it's my gigabytes I'm using, it's my space. So it's not like it's forced upon people that they have to come here. They choose to come here, and yet I get censored. You know, when it's like, this is how I'm spending my Friday night. You know, I would go on a dating app and go and meet someone like I always used to before I was legally taken to court, but can't do that anymore. Well, I could when I had the Pixel 6. I've wrote to somebody who's going to help me anyway, so with getting privacy. song to that dress by PJ Harvey. That's literally all it is. Anyway, chorus ensemble. I like chorus ensemble. I don't know what the difference between this is. I need to see this. See, if I'd known that tonight was going to be this bad, I would have. In fact, I'm taking another one. If I'd known it was going to be this bad, I finished all them. Jesus Christ, not weird. If I'd known it was going to be this bad, and I'll have my. It's just gabapentin I'm taking, 300s. But I'm gonna have these Cocodamol, just because the pain in my legs is now really starting to kill. There's 2.5. You know, and it's like tomorrow I'd like to come live again. I don't do them to keep them up. The only reason I've kept the ones I have up are because, like I said, someone reported it for copyright when it's not copyright. So I couldn't believe that. So I was like, well, I'll just put it up then. If nobody had reported it for copyright, I wouldn't have put it up. You know, because it wasn't copyright. But yet someone still reported it as that. Just trying, you know what I mean? Unlike that muppet who came on and said, reported, when I'd fallen asleep because I'd been up all night, and you reported. Well, how's that gone down for you, brother? You know what I mean? It's like you didn't have to come on this channel, and is it what seeing someone that's fallen asleep that you think that gives you the right to report them? What are you reporting them for? For being a human being that happens to have a human body and a brain that gets tired after it's been up 24 hours and then has taken quetiapine and fallen asleep. Wow, you know what I mean? It's like it's not going to take a lot to offend you, is it? Do you know what I mean? That was 100% personal, and yet again by someone who doesn't know me, and somebody that's probably friends with the paedophile. That's the only reason I can think. That's the only reason I can think. I can't think of any other reason why these people would insult me. That's the only reason. Well, you get one or two, I can imagine that, but like, that's the only reason I can think. Or jealousy that my channel's still going because I've been I put in my free time. I'm not getting paid for this. I don't ask to get paid for this. I just like to be involved. I like to do my own thing, and this is what I do. You know, I come on here. There's nothing more that I would love than to take all those police videos, because I want to take the Instagram ones down. I'm doing that. That's happening already. But there's nothing more that I would like to do than to take all the police videos down and carry on as a music channel. But then when I go out, not have them drive past me ultra slow, making sure that I see them. You know, I don't understand why that has to happen. Why can I not just take them down when I'm in the right? And I said to the woman, I said to her, I'm going to be putting this on YouTube, and she said, yep, that's fine. So what did I do? I put them on YouTube. And why did I put them on YouTube? To be spiteful? No, it was because I was hoping that by me doing that, they would then do the right thing and charge the person who had admitted to the crime. But it didn't do that. Instead, it just got me taken to court illegally. a month later and then terrorized for 2 years, and I will die. I'm ready to die. Like just exactly like Tupac said, ready to die, because he's was it Biggie? I think it was Biggie, wasn't it? But exactly in the same context that they said it, he was being serious, ready to die. You know, he was saying it in the exact same context, ready to die. You know, and you'll get childish people on here that'll come on and say, "Oh, we'll just do it then." You know, just exactly like my ex-girlfriend did. But no, I'm choosing to give the church and my new flat, which has a garden. It's my own, so I've got my own garden finally, and it's a really nice one as well. It's like but it's got that fake grass, so it's like astroturf kind of stuff, or something. It's. I haven't even seen. Well, I've seen photos of it, and it looks incredible. And like you know how I've just got that wardrobe there, which is just like it's not wood, it's just like fabric. Well, this one's got a um, built-in wardrobe, so it's got a whole like part that's built-in wardrobe. So it's epic, and it's unfurnished. So I'll get to move my bed in. This is an £800 mattress from Dreams. You know, we only planned on spending 300, 400, but she said you won't get one for that price. And there was this one, which has 1,900 springs in separate parts, so it doesn't, which means that it doesn't warp. You know what I mean? Because the one before, there was a word for it. I can't remember what the word for it was, but this is in individual like parts. The springs are all in individual pockets, so it means that it won't like warp if you sit on one side more than the other. So and it's got the Olympics on it as well for some reason. It says Dreams, and then it's got Great British Olympics, and then it's got the Paralympics on the other side. I don't know why it's got that, but not a bad thing. But yeah, that's what I would love. I would love nothing more than to take down all the videos about Instagram and all the other crap, and just get on with my life in peace. And I don't see why that's not an option. I don't see why that's not an option when I'm not a criminal and I'm not doing anything wrong. Well, besides asking for my criminal record, and it never being given to me, when it's not me that wants it. I know what it says. I want to publish it. I want to put it on my community posts. So the fact that they're not giving it to me means it's not me hiding anything. It's they're hiding something. But what are they hiding? They're probably hiding lies that they've told. Did I ask them to tell those lies? No. If I'd known tonight was going to be like this, I would have sat and I would have just sat on. I would have actually sorted one of my phones out, and I would have probably played my Jaguar, which is sitting by there, but it's kind of like half fallen over, but it's magically kind of balancing somehow. But yeah, I would have sorted that out. But I'm actually feeling amazing right now, and yeah, that's because of medication. Um, Slightly higher dosage than I should have taken, but after what happened earlier, and I didn't deserve that. I didn't deserve that. I didn't. I've been. That woman, yeah, who said that 0.98 actually means 101, and said, would he like a fireman to come and talk to him? Yeah, that's fine. That's absolutely fine. But I'm recording. And it's a video that's going to go up on this channel. Because I don't want him. Because it's simple for you to get them to lie. You can get them to lie in 2 seconds, man. And do I think there's a camera in there? No. Do I think there's a microphone in there? No. You don't need a microphone in there. You've got a microphone in my phones. You know. Do I think it's got Wi-Fi? Yes, I think it's got Wi-Fi. Because that's the other thing it says to watch out for is Wi-Fi. Um, my front door mat was kicked under my door, and I remember I put a post up on here saying, "Not gonna lie, when I saw it, I screamed like a girl," and I was just joking. But it's like I kept thinking, what they didn't just like kick it like half under. It was actually like that far from the door inside. And I'm thinking to myself, why would you not just write a note and just post it underneath and say no mats in the hall? No mats in the hall. How stupid is that? Everybody has mats. And I believe that was done to get me to panic and put my Ring camera back up, um, which I realized they were using against me because they were using that to hack my phone because it was connected to my phone. Um, so that's what I believe this thing is, and that's why I believe they're so adamant that I must receive this specific smoke detector. Bring me another one with 101 on it, and I'll put it right up. Bring me one with 101 in permanent marker. I'll put it right up. Or bring me. But it's the 2 years. I'm aware how much I'm talking now. I'm very aware of it, and I don't mind. It feels good, in fact. Um, but it's like, see, now I've forgotten what I was talking about. I think that's early onset dementia that's starting to happen because that's a side effect of my medication, which I may as well take now before I forget. Um, but yeah, I keep like I'll start talking about something and then I'll completely forget it. Yeah, the smoke alarm. I just believe it's got Wi-Fi. Um, that's what I believe. There's something. There's some. It's the 2 years that I've spent here that have made me this way. When I moved in here, I'd been working for 16 months when I didn't have to work. And even early 40s now believe they're more likely to win the lottery than to become a homeowner. And I've been a homeowner now for the last 2 years, and it's everything that's happened since then that's made me lose trust in all human beings. And that's why I'm drawn to the church, because I'm not into Jesus. I don't even believe he existed. I don't believe he was a real human being and a real person. I believe he was a character in a comic book. Um, I don't believe in God. I would be stupid to believe in God after the life I've lived and had, and continue to have. Amazingly, it still hasn't stopped and started to get any better. From 13 and my dad dying, boo hoo, who cares? Fuck my dad. And then you got everything that happened since then. And the one thing I always thought was I would have a happy relationship. I thought that's guaranteed in life. That's gonna happen anyway. I'm an alright looking guy. Like I'm not great looking, but I'm okay. I'm ultra caring. I'm ultra kind. I'm ultra nice. Um, so I assumed that would happen. Just like we all do. And yeah, so that didn't happen. Um, but I hold hope because I think at the church, you get a lot of broken people, you get a lot of people who are feeling exactly the same as me. Um, you know, I cope because of my medications. That's the only way I cope. Without them, I don't think I'd be here. You know. And I would love to see the people who laugh at that. I would love to see them cope with what I've had to cope with. I would love to see them do it. And that's why I talk about my medication so much, because I'm aware. Yeah, it's hysterical that I've got this illness. It's hysterical. That's why I talk about my medication so much, because they do genuinely take the pain away. You know, they do genuinely help me. You know, so that's why I talk about them that much. You know, I'd rather be just talking about guitar. I'm talking about Pete Townsend and how he plays guitar and showing a little 20-second clip of that, you know. I didn't look, but I see the comment move. I don't read them, and it's when if I upload this, which I don't think I will. This is one I don't think I'll upload, but it's. This is just my talking therapy, if anything. But this one, I'm just I upload them, and I don't upload. You can choose to have the comments on the video or not. So I just need to Google how you do it, what button you press. I think you do it on YouTube Studio, so I'll do it over there. And I don't keep the comments. I don't keep the comments up. So the people making comments, you're making them for absolutely nothing. Yeah, see, that's what I wanted. I wanted this sound, but I wanted modulated reverb. See, this is kind of like it. Changed the pedals, and that was the whole reason I didn't put the one my phone's leaning against up. That was the whole reason I did it, because I wanted to get a clean tone, because I'm normally playing here. Oh, that sounds great, doesn't it? Oh my god, see, this actually does sound like the real version. Not that, hold on. Imagine, I'm gonna have to pause, but imagine I'm kicking it in, like so. Imagine it just came on, like quick. solution. Hold on. I might have dyed my hair by tomorrow. Because I nearly did it earlier. But it's the awkward phase where I've got to dye it max blonde. So it goes proper blonde. But it burns my scalp. So yeah, and then you got to wait like 3-4 days, and then you can either do it max blonde again, or you can do it like a color. So I've got blue, so I'm gonna do it blue, but I have to do it max blonde first. See, there's my legs killing me. Unbelievable pain, honestly. Well, this one seems to get worse than this one. For some reason, I'm trying not to knock that phone over. What I'll do is I'll put this here. There we go. What time is it? 4:01. That's cool. I normally stay up until about 6, and I'll sleep through the day, and then I'll wake up and I'll have my methadone. Well, no, I won't have my methadone. I'll wake up and have these, and then I'll come on live. But I'm hoping tomorrow's live will be one I can actually keep up. But when I was going through my notes there, I saw all my music stuff. I saw, like all stuff I had planned for my website, which I have to do on a browser. I have to actually go on a browser to do it. You know. On my laptop, but I always just find a browser so a lot easier. This is boring, man. I don't want to watch. Look, it's like some food thing. Shed and Berry, like what? Like I might even just watch Babe Station. No, I won't. I'll watch TBN. I will. I'm trying to turn it around. But I do. I don't know what it is. I just always like to check who is on Babe Station, what girls they've got on. I always like to at least see, because sometimes it's surprising. Usually it's just the same person over and over. Okay, no, wow, okay, different person today. She looks like someone from a place around here. So I could quite happily just chill and watch this. What does it say? Finish the night off right. Darcy is feeling wild and naughty. Okay. Darcy, she is hot. She's genuinely beautiful. Who's on the other one? Let's see the other one. Okay, she's genuinely hot as well. She's hotter. But she's got fake boobs, and you can tell they're fake. That's the thing. You know, when they look like kind of like someone's put like something under the skin and made the skin really tight. I wish I could just flip the camera around and show you it, but obviously I can't. Valentina, she's obviously stunning. Like she's obviously like she's like one of the most beautiful girls I've seen on there. and it's still the time where they have their top off, so because like 6 o'clock they put their clothes back on, and they go from 6 till 7. But I stopped watching it and I started watching true crime, but there's no true crime on. There's Judge Judy, and I don't want to watch Judge Judy. Like, I'll watch her because I don't want to watch Judge Judy. I'd much rather have her in the background. It's a good thing anyway. I mean, because I've had before I came on, I had my testosterone. I'm trying to finish that Anadrol off, but it's really strong. Like, so I was like, it's taking a while. This is another reason I can't wait to get moved. Is so I can start going out again. Because as soon as I can get out, is there any in there? Yeah, there is. There's the flanger. It's way too much. Put the effect level down. If I put it right down, I reckon about 130. What is it making it sound awful like that? Don't bore us, get to the chorus. That's what they say. Don't bore us, get to the chorus. At least Dave Grohl does. Oh, come on, what else is on? Where's true crime? If it is just Judge Judy on both, it'll be like, what am I supposed to watch? Well, that's why I started watching TBN. Hang on, where am I going? What is TBN again? It's 901. See, so I know it straight away. Takeaways with Kirk Cameron. Issues Christians are facing with. So I've literally just gone from the most smoking hot girl I've seen today to the Christian channel. But who did Jesus go and talk to? He went and talked to the prostitute. He had brains, so he went and talked to the prostitute. Hopefully it was an innocent conversation. And hopefully it was the conversation that's in the Bible, and he wasn't really just asking the price. That's like ultimate blasphemy. I'm going to have to pay for that. I know I'm going to have to pay for that one day. Armstrong plays it. I think he plays it like that because he doesn't play it like this, I don't think. See, I'm actually thinking like now in deep thought. Aside from about that girl, um, you can hear I'm not on that anymore. You can hear I'm innocent.
Your ticket so that you get beamed up at the end, but that it is fully coming alive.
That's not
You
Big
are alive in
Station.
here.
So
And
sadly,
you
I wish I
got
was
it, so
watching it, but
yeah.
I feel the
John, thanks so
calling
much. I
from
can't wait for
Trinity
people to read your book.
Broadcast
I can't
Network.
wait for my kids to read your book. Thank you for answering God's call on your life. Thank you, Kurt. After the break, we'll review today's takeaways.
See, I would love to make this right. Oh no, because on Instagram I was Monte Cristo guitarist. Sad it is, man, because I miss it, man. I miss it. I built it up from scratch, like, and I started a Facebook page, and then it just disappeared, and I was like, okay, strange, you know. I started a Monte Cristo Guitarist 2 Instagram because every creator like Cheryl Ann Gigi, you know, the super sexy woman, she had like Cheryl Ann Gigi and then Cheryl Ann Gigi X2. So all the models did because I followed them all of the models. I followed every single model, and I wrote a comment. I said, it's good that your profession is as a model is respected on here. I just wish that guys could be seen, you single guys could be seen, you know, weren't looked at as, you know, being like CD for following the the most smoking hot women on earth, you know, which is what men are attracted to, you know. And you get women that follow, well, you get women and you get men that follow uh, men that are hot, you know what I mean, men that are models. Um, and it got taken down as spam. But anyway, to the point, Monte Cristo Guitarist was my name on there, and it was just such I loved it. Like, it gave me a reason to kind of do a cover every month. It gave me a reason to make sure it was the best cover. It gave me a reason to get good quality tripods and good quality tablet holders and smartphone holders, good quality pedals, you know, £900 guitars, getting the strap locks fitted. Something weird's happening with my voice. And the black locking tuners, you know, the chrome locking tuners, all locking tuners. It just gave me, and I felt part of it. I felt like there was girls that would do it. The exact same thing I was doing, which was just learning covers, performing those covers, and then getting likes. You know, and I was getting like 1,800 likes. I was getting 88,000 views, and it was great. It was just something I enjoyed. I didn't get paid for it. You know, it took up my time. So it was just really like a learning journey where I was learning, and yet I was sharing my journey with everybody, you know, for free, even though I was supposed to be getting paid, but wasn't. Oh, I'm gonna take more gabapentin. Fuck me, man. My legs are in agony. My legs are in so much pain. It's because I didn't take all my dose today. I took my morning ones, but I didn't take my afternoon ones because I was out. So you're meant to take them. You're meant to take them often. because they take like 3-4 hours to kick in. I won't feel the effect of that for like 3-4 hours. It's different to pregabalin. Pregabalin kicks in instantly. And like gabapentin, if you take gabapentin, like if you've had a meal with fat, you'll absorb more than if you've not had a meal with fat. So it's about pregabalin. You can have it on an empty stomach, and you'll absorb 100% of it. You can have it on a full stomach, you'll absorb 100% of it. So that's why it's superior to gabapentin. And I'm amazed, right? When I left prison, yeah, there was a guy who was on clonazepam, so Rivotril, one of the strongest benzodiazepines you can get, diazepam, Valium, just a norm. That's like the standard benzodiazepine. There's nothing special about it. It's durable and it's good. It doesn't last. It lasts a long time, and it doesn't get you like. It's not Xanax. Xanax goes and then comes down after 3 hours. Diazepam comes up slowly, barely peaks, and then slowly comes down. So it stays. It's much more stable. It's a long-acting benzodiazepine. And so he was on clonazepam. He was on diazepam. So he was on 2 benzodiazepines. That's what I couldn't understand. 2. Why are you on 2? And because he gave me one of the 5 milligram ones before we'd even left the prison. He gave one to this other. No, he gave 2 to this other guy, and the other guy gave me 1 of the 5s. And but I didn't take it. I didn't take it because I didn't want to test positive for benzodiazepines at my first test. So I just held on to it. But anyway, so he was on clonazepam, he was on diazepam, he was on pregabalin, and he was on methadone. So 4 of the strongest medications you can. Well, no, 3 of the strongest medications you can get, and then diazepam, and then his girlfriend, who was young, she was so beautiful. He was he was grey hair, and like he not great looking. Like I'm sorry, like he wasn't great looking. I'm not saying I am. I'm just saying he was not great looking at all. In fact, not at all. He had glasses and grey hair. He was not good looking at all. So I don't know what he was. He must have been in for drug dealing or something, because his girlfriend was this smoking hot, like 23-year-old, and she met him at the gate with crack cocaine and heroin, and he said he couldn't wait to go and have oral sex and smoke crack, and he would do the 2 at the same time. So he'd be having oral sex. He would be the recipient of oral sex while smoking crack, and obviously there's no greater. I don't think there's any greater kind of like instant high than that, as I've had it many times from the girl who was my toxic ex. And she used to smoke a pipe of crack, and she used to go, "Oh, my heart," and so I would give her an atenolol tablet to lower her blood pressure, and she would still be just moaning about her heart, and then she would finally have another one, and then I broke up with her, and she ran down the docks, Cardiff docks, and she said she was going to go and score, and I knew she could score because she would go down for me. Because if I went down, I would buy all crack. Well, I would buy if I could get 6 pieces, I would get 5 rocks of crack, and I would get one brandy, one bag of heroin brown. They call it brandy and whiskey. That's the code name. Whiskey is white, brandy is brown. So brandy is heroin, whiskey is crack. So I would get 5 whiskey and 1 brandy, and that's no good because you don't need crack. You actually do need the heroin, otherwise you go into withdrawal, which is the most excruciating pain you can imagine. and nobody deserves it, and which is why they give methadone and Subutex and things like that. But yeah, so she would go down and score for me, but so she knew how to score, so she would threaten to go down, and she would actually go down. And I would be following her because I would be saying to her, "You cannot do this, like, because you'll overdose." Do you know what I mean? She would have. Oh, actually, now I think about it, she wouldn't have because she didn't know how to cook it up to inject it. She didn't have syringes. Well, she could have snorted it. A lot of people don't realize you can. I don't know why people think you can't snort heroin. You can snort heroin. Yeah, that was the first way I ever had it. Well, I tried smoking it, and I couldn't run it on the foil, so I just snorted it, and it kicks in 5 minutes. Just this warmth that you'll have never felt before in your life. It's like God coming down and just cuddling you. It's like that's what it's like. It's like the most perfect feeling. That's and it's a pharmaceutical drug. It's available at Boots. Boots, the chemist, has it. You know, you can get a lot of old people are on Oromorph, which is it's just morphine, which is what heroin converts back into. Heroin is just a rapid acting morphine. It crosses the blood-brain barrier 4 times quicker, so that's why it gives you that rush. It's just acetylated morphine, which so it's diamorphine. You get morphine, you get codeine, which when you take converts into morphine, and then you get morphine, which when you take heroin, heroin converts back into morphine. Um, so yeah, she was threatening to go down. See how off topic I went then? She was threatening to go and get heroin, and I knew she could score. So it was just control. It was a whole relationship of control, and I've been fucked over. I've been fucked over completely. It was a whole relationship of control, you know, where she would wrap little bits of cannabis up and hide them around my flat, which I paid for, which she lived rent free at for 2 years, and yet the first Christmas that we had, she went and spent it with another man in Somerset. Okay, and I went and worked security, you know, and I'm giving CCTV to the police, you know, and I thought I had a good relationship with the police, you know, and then I get in trouble for the first time ever in my life for a law that's not a crime in any other country, controlling behavior. So if you say to your partner, if you say to your partner, if you love me, you'll buy me that house. And that's exactly what she said to me. The night she left, the night I was arrested, I came home from working security, and there was a letter on the table, and it said I went to see the judge. I can't remember if it said magistrate or whatever, but it basically said I went to see the judge about a debt I had for 1,500, and because I couldn't pay it, he doubled it. I later found out from a solicitor that that would never have happened. If you can't pay a debt, they don't. See, look, she is just as hot as the girl on Babe Station. Jesus will provide for us. She is just as hot. In fact, she's hotter because she's older. She's more mature. And you find that at least I found that woman who wrote that song the other day. I need to watch this more, man. I don't know why I don't, because it's like you think it's going to be just like boring guys, like no, it's like the women are smoking hot, like for some reason, not all of them, but a large majority of them. But she looks about, I can actually show you her because she's not naked, but I can show you. So she's beautiful, like she's I like she looks about 10 years older than me, maybe even in her 50s. Um, but I would be that's cool. That's fine by me, man. She's beautiful. And she's obviously a good person, a good, nice person. And that's all I'm looking for in life. That's all I'm looking for. Is just one girl to share my flat with. You know, my new bought one. One person to go out with. You know, we got every day for food, or go out for drinks, or go to the cinema. You know, just do a normal relationship, normal loving, caring things. Go to concerts, go to see bands. You know, even I originally wanted to go to Ibiza, but yeah, another thing, go to Spain twice a year. You know, the toxic ex said she wanted to go to the Maldives, and I'm like, okay, so you're going to be paying for that, right? You know, Spain wouldn't have been okay with her. That would have been no. It would have had to be in the Maldives for her, because she wasn't humble. She was a very greedy person. Just telling the truth. I don't lie. I don't see the point in lying. I don't see any point in lying, which is why I admit, oh yeah, I've been to prison, and that's what they said. See, I thank you, YouTube, for removing that, for holding that comment for review. I'm not going, even though you've said that I can view it. I'm not going to view it because I don't bother. It's like, what's it going to contribute to my life? I've got nothing to prove to any person in this chat room. In the chat that have been in here, I'm not even looking at the number. I've got nothing to prove to any of you. None of you. I've got nothing to prove to any of you. You're coming into my space, you know what I mean? It's like, and I respect the nice people. I'm happy. I'm really happy they came. You know what I mean? I'm just sad that it's been distracted tonight by like just the worst set of events, you know, which was so unnecessary when I came on with the intention of just doing a music live, you know. And you see these people that do, how are they allowed to do reaction videos where they play the video start to end and they don't have to say anything? They just say, oh, I actually really liked that. I didn't think I would like it, but I did really like it, and I'll see you on the next one. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And that's it. That means they can plagiarize the video. And if you, instead of going on, say, I don't know, Metallica's channel, you can just go on her channel and watch it. It's the exact same video. If you can't, you know, it's just stupid. It's unfair. That's unfair when I'm a guitarist. So surely that's fair use, and you're not even letting me play it for it to be called. You're not even letting me play it. You know, if you at least let me play it, if you at least let me play it, you could then sanction me if I'd done something wrong. But you don't do that. Just like you block my IP address, because you've been doing that for a long time. You just don't let me hear it. You just don't let it play. Well, surely you shouldn't be doing that. Surely you should let it play, and then if I've broken the rules, then you'll block it or say I've broken the rules. Don't stop me. Don't baby me and stop me from viewing it on 4 different phones, a TV, and like 3 different Wi-Fi's. See, she's really beautiful. See, I would make, like, I want to make like good friends at the church. You know what I mean? And a lot of people find their partners at the church. I'm looking to go initially. I'm looking to go there because I want to make music. So I want to join the praise and worship band. Well, I want to find one with a good praise and worship band. A lot of you think it's Hymns. No, Hymns died a sorry death a long time ago. It's now praise and worship. Oh, I think this is the TBN music bit now. No, it's not. Damn. But they have Christian drill videos. Literally, if you watched it, you would say that's not a Christian video. That's a drill video. No, it's a Christian video. He's rapping about God, wearing like the freshest clothes from JD Sports, driving a Bugatti. So yeah. Anyway, I like playing. That goes so loud. You don't want it there. You want it about there. It's because of that. That's why. See, they're also different. You can write presets. I'll do tap tempo. See, that's weird. You want it about here, and you want it about midway. You want to turn that off. Oh, it's because I had two distortion pedals on. That's why. Doesn't sound right. It needs more. I don't know why it's like this. It needs more like high end. There it is. It's this. It's because I had it on 0. There's too many buttons. feel those tablets. So I'm starting to feel a bit sleepy. Looks like back on chorus. Don't bore us, get to the chorus. Turn it off. I'm just going to use the distortion pedal now, so I'm using just one pedal. I hope it's the same. It is cool. That girl's literally just too good looking. See, that's what you call too hot to handle. Because you couldn't manage that light. Do you know what I mean? As a girl, she's too hot to handle. Every guy would want to be with her. But I don't like the fake lips. That's the only thing I've never liked. I've never liked I can easily put up with it, but I've just never really got that part. The lip injections. You get women that spend so much money on like face creams and pills and potions and things like that to make themselves beautiful, when all they really need is human growth hormone. Human growth hormone. They get one kit of this and it'll make them 10 years younger. And it's like you see that Eva Longoria from Desperate Housewives. You see her, she's always advertising like face creams and stuff like that, and I guarantee you she doesn't use any of them herself. I guarantee you she's on HGH from an anti-aging clinic. That's what they give you at an anti-aging clinic, growth hormone. So anyway, my meds are like literally. I'll take this one because this one makes me tired. The other ones have made me they've made me feel all warm for some reason. I'm like boiling hot. I think the heating's on. I'm gonna open the window. I don't know why I do this. Like, I don't know why I come on live. Like I came on live this morning for 1 hour, and it was great. It was great. I went up like 4 subscribers. I was wearing a t-shirt, and it like literally 4 hours. And like 1 hour, and I got like 4 subscribers, and that's like, I guess that time of the day you'll get more genuine people. Right now, those genuine people will all be sleeping, you know. So now I get all my faithful trolls who come on to say things that I don't even see. So it's like, okay. But yeah, Tom Petty. I'm gonna post a Tom Petty video after this, because he's just a good human being. He like rest in peace to the guy. It's actually quite surreal to think that he's dead. It's like quite a surreal thing to think that he's dead, because he was just like absolutely incredible. Like, he was the most amazing human being, you know. And he like Sam Smith had a song that sounded just like one of his. You can tell like it was very influenced by that song, American Girl. And God, see, I'm not going to torture myself any longer. Oh, God, it's ridiculous. Anyway, I don't know why I do it. Like, I just torturing myself. I mean, I used to meet up with a girl every single weekend. Every single weekend I would meet up with a girl. Or the same girl, like, you know, weekends in a row. And as soon as my phones became Splunk phones, it all stopped. And that's why I'm just going to go out now. Just go out and hit the bars. You know. Which is the best way anyway. Because I went down to like 11 o'clock to the train station to pick up the girl who has so far been the love of my life, and there was this other girl who's wanting me to take her home, and it was like 11 o'clock, you know what I mean? And she was looking at me like, yeah, he'll do, you know what I mean? And it was just, that's all it kind of was. She wanted somebody to be with that night, you know. And I was like, no, I'm okay, you know. Because I didn't give a damn about her. I'm meeting the love of my life now, man. Like the girl that's like the most perfect girl on earth, you know. I'm just about to be with the most perfect girl on earth, you know. I'm not interested. Do you know what I mean? Like at all. It's really sad. Like it's really is. It's really sad. Because you know I'd never had that before, and she'd never had that before either. She'd never had it before either, so, you know. And I'm allowed to discuss it. You know, I'm allowed to speak about experiences I've had in my life. You know, but it's like she was nothing like this girl. Like this girl's, you know, like the most beautiful porn star you'd see on Pornhub ever, right? So she wasn't like that, but she became that to me. Do you know what I mean? She became that. She became the hottest girl in the entire world. You know, there was no one on this planet that I would have rather been with than her. You know, you could have offered me Mia Khalifa, you know, as a girlfriend for the rest of my life, and I would have said no. I would have absolutely said no. There's no chance in the world I would have said yes to that, you know. Or any girl, any girl on like I don't know who the hottest porn star is right now, but whoever it is, you could have offered me that for the rest of my life, and I would have said no, because I already had that, you know. Oh, you don't understand, honestly. If you ever experience that, trust me, you've won in life. You've won, you know. And the guy that does end up being with her, he's going to be the luckiest guy to walk the planet Earth, and I hope he knows that. I truly hope he knows that. Like she's probably with someone, and I hope that he knows that he's the luckiest man alive. It's like just she made me like such a great person, you know. Like she made me better, you know. I said to my toxic ex, I said, yeah, she's actually nice to me, and my toxic ex went, oh, she's nice to you, is she? Like that. Yeah, because you never were. You were never nice to me ever. You were always putting me down. Always like something wrong. Oh, she's gone now. Down. You were always putting me down. You were always telling me what's wrong with me. You were never supportive of anything I did, unless it was something that left you alone. You know, in the flat alone, or you know, like I went to Bristol to study for my SIA license and do my course, my 3 days. And she came through with me and she said, oh, and if you see someone that looks like me, just remember it's not me. What a weird thing to say, you know. And it's because I know now in hindsight, it's because she'd agreed to meet up with something. Okay, you don't need to do reconnecting. Oh, what is it? Because of the messages redacted by someone I'll never meet. Okay, brother, I'm gonna spend my life looking for you. Thomas Bryant. I'm reporting you. I'm reporting you, brother. Spam. So Thomas Bryant, 26. You 26 years old. You're a fucking baby, brother. You're a baby. I'd eat you for breakfast, mate. Come up. Come up. Come on, Thomas Bryant. Come up. Come up, brother. Because why would you be coming on my channel? I don't have a clue what you said because it just says message retracted. So I don't have a clue what you said. But come up. Come up and say it. Because if it's message retracted, it's something insulting. So be a man, grow a pair, and come up. I'll pay your taxi. If it's less than £50, I'll pay your taxi. So that means if you live in Cardiff or you live in Newport, or Swansea, that means you can get here tonight. I'll pay your taxi right now, and you can come and you can stand on what you said and be a man. Come and say it to my face, brother. Come and say it to my face. You won't. So what's the point in saying it? Thomas Bryant. I'm going to spend my life looking for you, brother. I'm going to write that name down. I'm gonna see. I'll never find you. I'll never find you because you're not an anonymous human being. Well, I didn't hide them. I was trying to see who he was. Thomas Bryant, 26. So 26. So you're a baby. Come up, brother. I'm just about to move to my new flat, and which I own, like I own this one, and start hitting the clubs so I can find people to play with. And also find girls to date. I want to live life in real life, not on my phone. And the girl I was talking about just then, she's no longer the hottest girl in the world to me. She's no longer that. It was just at that moment in time when I was with her. But she was a good human being. So do you know what I mean? She had good morals, like my mum. She was exactly. She was my mum. She was like my mum. She was just like my mum. Just good morals and just a good human being. So Thomas Bryant, you're a pussy. You're a pussy. Because otherwise you wouldn't just say something and retract it instantly. You would come up. You would come up, but you won't come up. Even when I'm saying less than £50, I'll pay your taxi. Come up to 101 Moorhead Close. Come tonight. Knock my door, and I'll come and answer it. And we can sort this out. Better to do than come on random people's lives and say and just make comments that instantly get retracted anyway. So it's like you know that. So Thomas Bryant, I mean, fucking hell, man, you're probably I bet if I look you up, I bet you it'll say your account was made like 2 days ago. Because I say nobody will actually stand with their real name, you know, or put your photo up, put a video up on your channel, and say, look, I'm Thomas Bryant. I live at this address, and say your comment about me, and then you'll have balls. Then people will actually respect you instead of disrespecting you because look at you. You're hiding. You're hiding behind a T. That's your profile picture is a T. What the fuck is that, man? God, like literally, it's so ridiculous. So ridiculous. Like I'm even offering to pay the taxi fare. Some true crime would come on instead. That old guy, he's so cool. He studied it for 30 years, and he's like, he's just. Oh, don't tell me they're all adverts now. I hate these like AI girls. Like, do you know what I mean? I hate these AI girls. I don't hate them. I'm just saying that you can tell. I'm going to go back to the Christian channel in a second anyway. Is that the one? Okay, she's still like, but I don't like her. I don't like blondes like her. So I won't watch that. I'm going to go back to the Christian channel. Bit of a change, eh? Christian channel from Babe Station. But I used, because it used to be the only thing that was on, except for BBC News. And then I retuned my channel, my TV, which now can.
There is no such thing as a white church, a black church, a brown church, a yellow church, or a red church. There's only one church. It is the church of Jesus Christ.
Did I take that tablet? Yeah, I did take that tablet.
Shall not, will not, may not, cannot, ever.
That's Blueberry.
But this time, they call it bonanza of
And you've chosen to come on my live, so I'm flattered. Like, I'm flattered that I mean that much to you. That at 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, you've chosen to come on my channel. Anonymous person.
Is your marriage a war zone? Get Jesus in your boat. Have you lost your joy? Get Jesus in your boat. Are you worried about your future? Get Jesus in your boat. Christ is the answer.
It's real, man. It's real. Even if you don't believe in God, it's like just uplifting, you know. People that make requests, and it's like I don't know every song in the world off by heart. You know what I mean? Like give me one day and I'll play it for you. Give me one day and I'll play it for you. Like some guy said to me, "Do I know how to play? What was it? Some song?" And I was like, "Yeah, I know how to play it." And I played it for him, and he didn't expect that. Seven Nation Army or something by White Stripes. So But you know, that's what he asked me to play, and I played it straight up for him, and he was surprised I knew it. But you know, give me one day, and I'll learn any song. One day, and I mean, unless it's something like Purple Rain or you know, Star Spangled Banner by, you know, Jimi Hendrix version. If it's something like that, then obviously I'm not going to be able to play it in one day. It would take me about a year. But any grunge song, anything like that one, Highway to the Danger Zone, like I'll learn that. I'll get the chords and I'll learn it and I'll play it in 2 days time. I messed that up. I know what I want to play. I want to put this on, and I want to play Tom Petty. Tom Petty, he got married young, and then he left that woman, and he wrote a song called Wildflowers, right? And if you want to hear the most amazing song that's ever been written, in fact, that's the one I'm going to post, is Wildflowers. It's the most beautiful song I've ever heard in my life. And there's a country artist, this guy, and he said it's the most beautiful song he's ever heard as well. And he wrote it about his ex-wife. And it's just, for you to write a song like that, and to write it about your ex-wife, like, just wow, that just shows what a person he was. I'm similar. I'm exactly the same as him. I couldn't have wrote that song, because I'm not the same as musically talented as he is at writing songs. Well, I was getting pretty good. Before I got the Pixel 6, I was getting pretty good. I was practicing. That's when I learned Shawn Mendes, Stitches. And that's when I worked out I can actually play every single power chord or open chord. Any power chord or any open chord, I can play it. And I realized that, and I was amazed. That's how I worked out yesterday. Which I'd never played it like that in my life. I'd never ever played it like that. I'd never once played it like that, and it was the first song I ever learned. And this is how I normally played it, with open chords. fingers have gone hard again. They've gone like here. They've gone all like rock solid again by here, which is good. Because they hadn't. So that's the bare minimum. I should be grateful that, but that's the thing. I should come on and practice like I do, but I should come on and like I do, not look at the comments. Oh, except for Thomas Bryant. I bet that's not even a real name. Guaranteed you 1,000,000% that's not a real name. If it is, put up a video on your channel. Put just a quick video. We've all got smartphones now. Put up a quick video on your phone. Say, "Hi, I'm Thomas Bryant. I'm the guy that made the comment that got retracted on your shitty YouTube channel, which I chose to come on at 5 o'clock in the morning, to make it an insult." Go on Google and Google why do people troll. Then go and get help for it. Okay, I'm sure the NHS can help you with that. Because it's not something that people that are mentally well do. Because I don't feel, I'm not mentally well, but I still don't feel the need to go on some random person's channel, even if they're not random. Go on some person's channel and just say an insult on an anonymous account. This guitar, I love and hate it because I can't play it. It's out of tune as well. See, it's out of tune and I can't play it. This E is out of tune. Yeah, I think that might be better. There we go. Try and play it. I've got a love-hate relationship with this guitar. It's because the bridge, this middle part here, you can't actually see it because of this, but the bridge, you can see it, the metal part here. It's different. It's a completely different guitar. The strings don't go through the body, and it's like a bowling ball, like the same paint, the same kind of paint. It's not the same kind of paint that's on that one. So you can see the strings don't go through the body, while on a Stratocaster, the same guitar Jimi Hendrix played, the strings go through the body, and I've got these cool red springs. So this is just like, it's so easy to play. So there's the bridge, and the strings are just perfectly flat and straight. They're just perfectly flat. On this, they're not, because they have to have a point, like an axis. They have to have an axis, Bold as Love, by Jimi Hendrix. Axis, Bold as Love. They have to, God, he was a genius. He really was, man. He was a genius. Anyway, I've literally done my practice for tonight. Do you know who I want to take? I need to take a leaf out of. Aside, wow, like this guy's playing bar chords like nothing else. Bar chords are the worst ones to play. They're because you have to bar the whole. You have to bar the whole thing off, so you're holding. So it's like a power chord, but you're holding all 6 strings down with your first finger. And he's doing it perfectly. But I'm gonna show you quickly. Well, oh God, it's so sad. Yeah, like I was here, and that guy was parked right there, and I like flipped out on him. I absolutely flipped out on him. See, at least he can sing as well. That's the thing I struggle with. I mean, there's my loop station. You can't even see with this camera. It's that bad compared to. Well, I mean, I could be using my one of my Google Pixels because they've got great cameras, but my iPhones and my other phone are down at my 7A or with my mum. But yeah, so I'm gonna make one. I think I've got Buenos and I've got chocolate. But this is a chocolate. I bought 2 of these. I bought 2 of them. So I got 1. I got 2 because I know I'll drink it at some point. So because it was only $2.99. So I was like, okay, I'll grab 2. But this is really nice. But then I put this in Galaxy. So I just put like 1 tablespoon of that in. And then dairy milk. And I don't know what that is. This is like a pastry thing from, I got 2 more as well. But this is like from Lidl. They're like cakes. And they're really nice. And then I've got 2 pizzas to get me through the weekend. So this is the best pizza in the world because it's got a barbecue base. So instead of having a tomato base, this barbecue is the best one you'll get. And then just loads of curries. I'll use this milk. I prefer the blue milk. And my sugar jar. I got that when I first moved in. I got that literally over the road. You know, when I moved in here, life was great. You know, this is nice as well, because you can have it cold. But when I moved in here, life was fantastic. You know, like I was moving forward, everything was on track, everything was going right. And then, bit by bit, everything just got corruptly taken from me. It's fine. I'll get it back, you know, especially going back to the church and moving out of Cardiff. I'll get it back. Oh, and by the way, for that lady with the smoke alarm, there is nothing in hell that will make me put a smoke alarm up before I leave. I'm not doing that. I mean, well, I've got smoke alarms here. That's a kitchen one that I've got to put up, brand new one. And I've got 2 normal ones. But there's nothing in the world that will make me put up 0.98s, 0.98s smoke alarm. I don't need to speak to you can pay the £250,000 and take me to court for a civil prosecution, because a civil prosecution costs roughly £200,000 to £250,000. So you can take me to court. I will attend, and I will defend myself with everything that's happened since I've lived here. Because the owners of this building hasn't changed. The management might have, but the owners haven't. And the owners were the people ignoring me when I was saying, why is the Asian girl down on the bottom floor ringing my buzzer, and then walking around the building and then going in the back and back into her flat. And they just ignored me. So and then there was people coming in my flat. I mean, I can show all this. I can show it all. I've got like, it's all backed up on micro SD cards and lightning to USB-C sticks and USB-C. See, I have way too many sugars, and I'm trying to do this one-handed while holding a phone, because I'm gonna lie in bed now, take more tablets, and then just feel peace, and I'm gonna go and fall asleep listening to the praise and worship music, because you get all different types. What am I looking for? I put sugar in, I put coffee in. I'm gonna put a bit more coffee in. See, I can go a bit over the top with this, but it's got Kit Kat in it anyway, so it's alright. But the Galaxy chocolate, oh my god, like, see, so I didn't actually even have one of these. These are really nice. It's almost like a chocolate milkshake. But then I thought, this is the nicest coffee you'll ever have. So that guy, Thomas Bryant, who I guarantee is not even a real person, that'll be a fake name that's been made up, and it'll be some comment that's designed to annihilate me, mentally destroy me, which I didn't even see it. It didn't get through. It just said message retracted, message retracted. But I'm looking forward to seeing the video that you put up about yourself and where you're from and where you live, because I've told you where I live. Hold on, I'm going to have to. I thought this was open already, and it's not. I just prefer blue milk compared to green milk. And now I'm going to sleep, and then I'm going to wake up later, and I'm going to have more medication and more methadone, because that's my life right now until I move. And when I move, my life is going to be the church, and it's going to be going out to every single bar. I'm just going to travel. I'm just going to like get on the train and just travel to like the next station, and then just go around the bars and like stay in a £50 bed and breakfast. And probably take my guitar, whether it's my bass or whether it's one of my normal guitars. Hopefully I'll have worked out that Jaguar by then, but I don't think I will have, to be honest with you. See, I'm blocking the view there doing that, holding front, because it's sun view. My guitar room was meant to be the room there. That was meant to be my guitar room, that one there. I even put my first guitar wall hanger, like that one, up in there. didn't take that tablet either. I forgot to take a tablet, which is unusual for me. And this one's still recording, so let's see, like, oh, hang my guitar back up. So that's, it looks so dark. It's because I've not got that light on, but then it'll start flickering now. No, it didn't. And then I put my other guitar there. And it's ridiculously bright. See, that's my favourite guitar. That's because it's a limited edition Fender. Like you see, I don't know if you can read it. But right there it says special edition. And there was some, and as you can see, the Fender locking tuners. I've got locking tuners in this one as well. I'm going to swap them back. These are Fender locking tuners. But these ones were 100. The chrome ones were only 60. And see, I've got another one of these little small speakers. And then there's my 40 watt one, which is a lot better. It's synthesizer. The good thing about this pedal is, you see, look, it's got a bit on the back. So you can have it for a bass or you can have it for guitar. So that's what I want to be able to do, is be able to go around all of the bars, meeting people that are into music, getting phone numbers, or WhatsApp or whatever, and what do you call it? Saying, well, I can fill in for bass, or I can fill in for. See, that was the box that MD200 came in. Look how big it is. I asked this guy the other day. I said, like, there's modulation, there's flanger, there's phaser, and there's one more. There was another one I said, I can't remember what type of modulation, there's so many. And I said, but what are they? What effects are they? And he couldn't say. You see, you get the most normal people ever into Christian music. Like, these are all Christians, do you know what I mean? And you get like Christian drill music. So a lot of people think, like, this will probably be a Christian drill music one. No, it's not. Okay, it's piano one. Nothing to do with drill. Really. I know it is. Nescafe is definitely the best. See, yeah, you're right. I know. I should try learning those. I read your comments just because I wanted to see if Thomas Bryant came back to terrify me. He'll be fictional. See, I've got these games and I've still not played them yet. See, half of my bed is taken up by guitar pedals, professional recording equipment, my Nintendo Switch, the 8 things I have to do before I can sell this flat. So you can see, damp paint above window, door frame, paint wall. These are all 2-minute jobs though. Kitchen wall, hole. Kitchen cupboard, hole. Smoke alarm. Hole is like my favourite band. But yeah, anyway, what I was going to say to that guy was that I read these. Like, I'm trying to study this at the moment. To this AN11. I'm trying to study this at the moment. And it's incredibly hard, like 1/16. You know, it's very, very. It's not easy. It says like Funk Guitar Mastery. It's not a beginner's book, as you can see. So my sister could always read music. Now, if you check this, this is the Total Guitar Annual. And on the front, you've got a Stratocaster, and you've got her. You put a guitar in any girl's hands, and she will instantly become the most beautiful girl in the entire world. Anyway, and that's another Strat. I think this is a famous Strat. I think this belonged to somebody. I don't know who. I know it looks like Hank Marvin's, but it's not. It won't be. Oh, it says there, featuring the legendary Red Strat, 1962. But anyway, it's just you look at the people here, and they're like people you would never think, you know? Like, I don't know if this, am I allowed to show this? Is this copyright? Am I breaching copyright now? Is the magazine going to sue me? Am I allowed to show this? You know, because I'm not allowed to play a song. There's Biffy Clyro. Do you know what me and him have got in common? Aside, we both have messed up hair. Well, we both play Stratocasters. We're both Scottish, and we both play with our tops off because we have tattoos. So he's there playing a Stratocaster again, but a different one. He's just like the ultimate kind of like grungy. He's real, like he's congruent. You can see, okay, he's got clothes on there, but he always went on stage topless. Why? Because he was showing off his body art, for God's sake. That's what he's doing. He's not. It's nothing to do with showing off. It's nothing to do with being in shape. Even there was that girl who used to go on stage, and she used to be like these people. You would never ever see them. Like, unless I showed you them now, you would never see these people ever in your life. But yet they're perfectly fitted into the music community, and they're obviously pedals. They're perfectly fitted into the guitar community, the music community. So, she look literally the most beautiful girl. It says to hold it straight, and I don't understand. Rotate device back. Okay, there we go. Cool. So she's now like, but as soon as you put a guitar in the girl's hand, she instantly becomes the most beautiful girl in the world. I don't know why that is. I don't know. It must be the same kind of thing that girls felt like with the Beatles, you know. See, that's really similar to this one. Besides the color, but it's an overdrive pedal, and this is it's a really good one. I don't know why it's over here. I've got all my straps over here as well. I've got that one, but that doesn't have strap blocks on it. This one does, so they just clip on straight on. Anyway, I'm boring everyone now. That was the pedal I was playing. It was the MD200. The Big Muff is the Smashing Pumpkins one. The Metal Zone is the one Metallica used. Kirk Hammett used. The Ocean's 11 is just a reverb pedal. That's the tap tempo there. And I was just using this little amp. So, yeah, that's what I was using. And I mean, I've got the small clone here as well, which is Kurt Cobain. Kurt Cobain played this. This is what Kurt Cobain used, but he had a different transistor in this, so it sounded a bit different. And some people actually go to the extent of buying one of those transistors for like 50 quid and putting it inside their pedal, so it sounds exactly like Kurt Cobain's. And I don't know why they do it. What's the point? And then there's my phaser. That's my. See, I prefer this to this entire pedal. You know, I prefer this. It's a good pedal, but I prefer that any day. Just because I get a better sound out of it. So, and yeah, this was the annual. That was just a guitar magazine. That was. This is the annual 2026. I even posted the annual 2025 on my YouTube. On here, I posted. See? Oh, he's topless. Why are you naked? Why is he naked? Do you know what I mean? Like, get a grip, man. Look at him. Look at him there. You know, get a grip. Have you ever been to the beach before? Oh, that's John Frusciante. John Frusciante, he was the guy that got me into using heroin, and he was also the guy who got me. He's holding the same guitar that I play as well, by the way, a Stratocaster. Everybody plays a Stratocaster. All the best guitarists play a Stratocaster. That's it there. That's my one, but my one's a limited edition one because it's got the humbucker on it. He's just playing a classic Strat like that. But his will be from like the 60s, so that'll cost a lot more money, obviously. But John Frusciante, he has scars all up his arms. Everybody thought he was going to die. If you go on here and you type in V-Pro 1994 John Frusciante, so John Frusciante, so type in John Frusciante V-Pro, so just V-Pro. You'll see him almost at the point of death. He actually looked like he was dead. He looked like he was dead from heroin and crack cocaine. And he made one album with the Red Hot Chili Peppers, Blood Sugar Sex Magik. Anthony Kiedis, the lead singer, who also is always topless. He was Jimmy Page as well. Jimmy Page, he made all these symbols for like each bandmate and things. These guys were crazy. These guys were off their heads, like, do you know what I mean? And like, she's probably the only normal one in here. Molly Tuttle. I've never heard of her. She's beautiful though. But then I guess it could just be the guitar with her. No, she is beautiful. She's beautiful alone without the guitar. Bluegrass. See, I don't even know. I've heard of it, but I've never. Bluegrass is friendly competition. Who can play the fastest? Who can play the hottest licks? So the only way to practice something first is to practice it where you can't actually play it very well. Exactly, and that's why I enjoy coming on here, because it's like, look at my fingers. They weren't like this last week. See, that one's got a permanent indent. They weren't like this. So, and that's why I wanted to come back on, because I wanted to get my fingers hard. So if I play 5 hours and I play the same song over and over, you know, or not the same song over and over, but the same songs over and over, it's fine, because I'm just toughening my fingers up again. But then, like yesterday, I learned how to play Time of Your Life, but just with power chords instead of using open chords like these. Acoustic metal. Is there such a thing as acoustic metal? I've never heard of that. David Bowie. My email address, yeah, is references his final album. His final album was called Black Star. And a lot of people think there's like a hidden message in the album, because you see him, he played Lazarus, didn't he, in that film. He was like one of the first people to use cocaine, along with what's the guy's name, George Harrison from the Beatles, because cocaine was a drug in the 70s that nobody could afford. It was for the rich and famous. And David Bowie just stayed in Germany with Iggy Pop, and that's Green Day, Billy Joe Armstrong, who wrote Time of Your Life, the one I just went to play with power chords for the first time ever. Keith Richards. No, a coconut landed on his head. He was sitting under a tree abroad, and a coconut fell on his head, and he survived. How hardcore is that? And he hung out with Graham Parsons. Graham Parsons died age 26 from a morphine overdose, a heroin overdose. Well, it wasn't heroin; it was actually morphine. Surprisingly, but so he used to use heroin with Keith Richards, and Keith Richards, they did a concert for Graham Parsons. But Keith Richards, he's still playing now. Oh my God, he's got his top open. Does he know he's got his top open, or is it just fallen open? Because that's a no-no, and especially with all those tattoos on his body that he's showing off. Okay, Brian May, a bit sad. Brian May, I like. He's a great guitarist. I just don't like him. I just don't think he's very cool. Like, you know what I mean? Because he was never like. I believe in the rock and roll thing. You know, like the whole. You know, if you're, he's firing a firework from his guitar. I mean, come on, man. Like, talk about a gimmick. That's what Jimi Hendrix said. He said the whole world's just a fucking gimmick, man. And that's exactly what that is. Firing there we go. There's the White Stripes, Jack White. They're actually, Meg and Jack, they were actually a couple. A lot of people thought they were brother and sister. No, they were a couple, but they didn't want to say they were a couple because they wouldn't. Rage Against the Machine, Tom Morello. he played with Chris Cornell. Chris Cornell hung himself using one of these. Oh God. Using one of these. He hung himself using one of these. An exercise cable, an exercise band, because they're the perfect thing to do it with. Because you can, if you're injecting heroin, you can use one of these as a tourniquet because they stretch. So it's the perfect thing to hang yourself with, which is FYI. But yeah, so that's why it's the perfect thing to hang yourself with, because it's like a tourniquet, and it won't hurt as much as something that's hard. So yeah, anyway, peace and love to the world. I'm off. I'm gonna sort my bed out, put everything back over on its side of the bed, like its side of the bed here. This is my side of the bed here. So I'll put everything back. I try and get it as far over as I can. Everything is my growth hormone. Somatropin, recombinant human growth hormone, 191 amino acid sequence powder for injection. That's the fountain of youth. £170 for a kit. And legal in the United Kingdom. 100 where I am, 100% legal. Just it's. I would rather that cannabis is legal, because in America this would be illegal, but in the UK this is legal. But cannabis is not. No, cannabis is now legal with a prescription. You can get a private prescription. See, the annoying thing about this pedal is it doesn't go off unless you do that. And turn the amp off. Anyway, that's me done. So peace and love to everyone, and I hope everyone has a good night. And Thomas Bryant, I'm looking forward to seeing. I've wrote your name down in my book. One of these are the books that I write all my music in. So I write all the chord sequences I come up with, lyrics. One of them's for lyrics, and everything goes in these. So yeah, at least I got to finish my life. It's just a shame what happened when I thought I was when I was being hacked, but I blamed the wrong person in an epic way, and I feel sorry. I feel bad. Like I feel bad. I just hope he understands. But then if he doesn't, I don't think it's going to be a good outcome for one of us. We'll have to see who. Anyway, peace and love. I hope everyone has a good night.